this week on the Anime Alchemist podcast. There's another one that's like a soft isekai where he's playing. It's a dude playing a game, but it's called a playthrough of a certain dude's VR MMO life. Right. I know, Martine. That's why I put the whole title.
Because you know it gets to me. Fair. All right.
I mean, I say soft isekai anytime it's a video game. It's like, oh, I'm this character with the outside life separate from the game. Mm-hmm. Now I play this video game. It's more about no, this is a different one.
Oh, what?
This is the one with the dude with the chicken head.
Oh,
that one.
Okay.
So this one goes a little bit harder, but essentially the main character in the real world, he just loves playing trash games, like games that have so many issues, like people can't really beat it. Like they give up and they're like, this game's bullshit. This is trash.
Sounds like a Destiny player.
Right?
I didn't even remember that scene with Nanami.
Unnecessary.
They made him so big.
Like
up by his hair.
Okay, no, that's accurate. But those
dropped him
when he like comes down in a frame and those hard lines just come in. I'm like,
the man was chiseled.
Why?
I know.
Dude,
chisels have chisels.
And strutting in, he was so like, he just looked so jacked. I was like, oh god, I wouldn't want to fight him.
Fuck no.
Dude, anime Twitter was going feral over this man.
Yeah.
Y'all some crazy motherfuckers.
Y'all some thirsty hoes.
Hey, I get it.
I get it. Yeah, I get it. Kagurabachi. That's kind of a nice like
filler
fill for that.
Yeah, it is. I hope it.
I just keep seeing memes about it.
Dude, everyone's either shitting on it or praising it to like all hell. It's either the greatest fucking anime to have ever been made or it's absolute dog shit and not worth your time. There's no in between. The internet is stupid, bro. Just watch or read whatever you like. Stop.
Stop bickering on if it's good. Just enjoy it if you enjoy it.
Yeah, shut up. Not everything has to be better than the other thing.
Welcome back to the Anime Alchemist podcast. My name is Emery.
My name's Gary.
My name's Martine.
It's episode 104. Don't look. I already changed it. Don't worry about it.
I looked earlier.
Did you?
Yeah, I did too, and I almost looked again. I'm not gonna lie. You said don't look. I kind of want to.
It's unfortunately I don't know if these guys did the math, but by the time this episode comes out, it'll be November 1st. It'll be the day after Halloween. So I
should really.
I do the math.
Nice.
You piece of shit.
Don't be mad at me.
What was the warning?
I kind of put two and two together when you started pulling out like the hats and I was like, it is almost Halloween.
I got something special for you, buddy.
Me?
Yeah. It's not for you, but I mean, I know it was coming. I knew it was coming. I'm sorry.
It's my favorite TikTok meme. This is cool though. Whose one is it?
Mine.
Nice.
Oh, like in the series?
Characters wise, yeah.
It's the older one.
This is the older one?
Yeah.
Cool.
You got it at Renfest.
I did. That's why I got the hat and the ring. Now I can be like a legit wizard now. I fucking love it.
The boy you live.
Oh,
has come to die.
And that's where that fucking meme dies.
Yeah, no, that's the best part is we have that recorded.
I don't give a fuck. This shit's hilarious.
Good point.
Let's add that in.
Anytime.
Add it as meme as needed.
I don't care.
I'd love to make Martine into a meme. That'd be hilarious.
It would be.
The only way you guys are going to do that if you like and subscribe, listen every Wednesday when the audio drops and the video when it drops on YouTube. Anime Alchemist Podcast. Let's talk about some anime. And spoiler warning, like always.
Don't forget to use that. That is our G Fuel code.
10% off. Now, it's, fall and it's the Halloween time. Typically that means we got new anime.
Yeah.
And some new seasons coming up, some shit you probably didn't hear about that you probably should be watching. And like always, Mr. Gary has watched fucking all of it.
He's always on top of it. I love it.
Hey man.
Don't you try to say on a play.
Dude,
I really don't watch all of it. Bullshit.
I was waiting for a new season of anime. I was feeling like everything was kind of drying up.
It did feel a little dry the last few months.
Yeah. There's a few animes that like the end was still going on, so I got to watch that. It kind of got me through it. Like, once everything started dropping, I was like, add to watch list. Dude, the watch list is...
It's stacked
again,
now.
It's just stacked. There's a whole new season of stuff.
Oh, crap. Okay. We'll let it rip. What do we got?
All right. So for returning animes, we're gonna start off with animes either getting a new season or like another core. So Spy Family season 2.
Oh,
it's so good.
Have you been watching it?
Yes, it is so good. I love all of it, every little bit.
They've been focusing on not the main cast.
Yeah, I noticed that because I just watched the latest episode yesterday. The first episode was great.
Yeah,
I
first
loved
episode
it.
was amazing.
The date between Yor and Lloyd.
Yes.
was so funny.
Got shot in the butt.
Yeah,
Funny.
I love that. And then the dog episode with Bond. That was hilarious. I love that one. It was really cute. And
Homie's
then
just wanted his food.
yeah, and then the rest of it they've been focusing on like the side characters like Damien and like him and his friends going out like, camping and stuff. And then the other one was with Yuri. Yuri's brother. And it was cool. But I think I definitely want to see more of the family because that is kind of why like I fell in love with the show because I love the way their dynamics. And not to say that I don't like the side characters. I definitely do. But I think I realized I like them when they interact with at least one of the main cast. Whether it's like Anya and Damien or Yor and Yuri, you know, like I think that I like better than just the entire episode being about just the side character. Me personally,
That's fair.
No, I can agree with that because like watching those few episodes, I was like, no, I'm kind of missing our interactions.
Yeah, I think like that's what made it funny, you know, because they were so dynamic. Like the Yuri and Yor stuff is fucking ridiculous. You know?
It is.
They started off really well with the first episode.
Started off strong. I'm hoping, I have high hopes for the season. I hope it does well.
Same.
We shall see.
Shield Hero season 3 has returned.
Not gonna lie, I'll be honest, I didn't even know. I saw it and I saw it was like season 3, episode 2 watched, and I was like, what? I knew like the season was coming. I didn't know it was out.
Yeah, I didn't know either. Have you been watching
It's
it?
good.
Okay.
Is it?
Yeah. It's
Oh.
It like picks up and he's trying to like get all the slaves from his village back, like all the people who were sold off, all the demi-humans, right? And he's like laying out certain things he wants done, and like you see how that affects how they're doing business, like the slavery market. The like it affects.
What is it with isekai and slavery? Why is that like such a common
the industry, the economy? You know, like you actually see it play out in real time, and like they're doing some cool stuff. They're doing some cool stuff. So,
Okay.
You know, I think we haven't been watching it because the first 2 seasons we basically watched like on anime nights and stuff.
That's true.
So I think that was a big reason why like we weren't all caught up with them.
Low-key, I like that was one of them. I was like, I might wait to watch with the boys, but I was like, I gotta watch a little bit of everything.
Fair. Okay.
All right. Well, Goblin Slayer season 2 is out. If you haven't seen season 1,
I have not seen it.
Have you
I've read the
watched
first.
episode
I've read
1?
the first volume.
Okay. So you
got
know
through the
what
worst
it's
part.
about.
Yeah.
That was the worst part. Like
I
that's not what
know.
the story is about.
I
It's
know.
about
I've heard that it's
slaying
completely
goblins.
different.
And he's hot.
Okay.
So
Daddy.
yeah, just go watch it. It's good. It's
It's
fun.
good.
Just enjoy it.
I'd rather watch
Enjoy
all
your
the other
time.
stuff that I have to watch.
Okay, well that's also a fun one. Like, dude, it's not a shut your brain off. Like, there's actual logic to the characters.
Oh, yeah.
Right, and they are the way they are for a reason.
Okay.
It's just interesting to watch, and sometimes it gets a little bit more brutal than you expect.
Yeah, I bet.
It's
it
very
has its
realistic.
moments.
Like, goblins are terrifying.
Yeah.
They're
Especially
actually a
in
really
numbers.
big threat.
It's a strong introduction to a show. That's all I'll say.
Agreed.
Tokyo Revenger's back.
I
Season 3.
that.
Yeah.
Man, okay.
Yeah.
I have like some things to say. I haven't been watching season 3 yet because it came out really fast. I was
Yeah.
expecting this to come out next year. I didn't know it was just right away, which is weird. But okay, whatever.
I accept it.
I accept it, and I am gonna watch it. But I did something and I didn't mean to, but I kind of just like let it happen. I got spoiled for the ending of this show, right? It's on me though. It's not like someone was out there spoiling. They legit like was like, this is why the community was very turned off with the show because of the ending. And I was like, I'm a little curious. So I pulled a Sam and I watched it. No, I'm sorry. I know I sound like a hypocrite. I don't really care. I was just curious. I was like, all right, what the fuck? Like, I don't want to do it for like Attack on Titan. Like that one I'm so close to finishing. Like, don't tell me. This one, I'll sacrifice it. So I heard about it and I kind of get it. I'm not gonna say anything. No, I'm not even gonna touch on the details of it. If they change it, cool. That's why I'll keep watching for sure. But I get why it doesn't have anywhere near the same amount of hype as season 1 did because of the ending, apparently. So,
well, with this season, the stakes are raised. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, the stakes are a lot higher off the bat.
Bet
the shit that happens is crazy. Watch it. There's 3 episodes out. Like,
already 3?
Yes, just catch up. Binge watch that shit. You'll be happy you did. You'll be happy there's 3 episodes.
Okay. Next is
Faraway Paladin season 2.
Oh yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah.
Have you watched that one?
No, I have not, but I know it is fucking fire.
Okay.
About it's William, I believe it's William Bloodmary. I think Bloodmary.
I think it might, but did we watch this first?
Yeah, we watched this together, like, on
anime
night.
Did.
It's the anime about the kid who is raised by like an undead priestess, like a nun lady, right? And she's like worships this divine god, but when she does that, it like wounds her because she's an undead, right? And then there's this big ass skeleton soldier with like badass red hair and like a dope sword, and then there's this old man named Gus, and he's a wizard. And like the way magic works is like it's called script magic, and they literally write, like, words have power.
Oh, okay.
They will write the words and fire will be created.
I don't remember watching
this was like 20,
This was
21.
Not even a
we
little
lived
bit.
together.
Okay.
That's
I mean,
how long
I
ago.
might have, but I just completely gotten, I guess.
That's how long ago this was. It was
Yeah,
a
it's been a
while
few
back,
years.
but we got a season 2, and
Nice.
our boy is aged up,
Nice.
and he's becoming a legend.
Mm.
It is just, it's crazy to see, like, Loki. He's somebody that people come to now, and they're like, hey, we have an issue, and like, we think you're the only person who can deal with it. And he's like, all right, I'll take this job on. You know, I like, he's just giving back, right? But like, you also learn a lot more about how the world works too. I don't know. I've been really enjoying it. It's a fun watch. I'm happy it got a season 2.
Same.
Rightfully so.
Oh, yeah. It seems like a lot of like season 2s this season.
Oh yeah, JJK.
JJK's being a key one.
Dude, that one, fire. That last episode, amazing. I cannot praise it enough. It is insane.
God.
It's a shame that the animators aren't getting treated properly.
It is a shame, honestly, because this is the best JJK's looked, and it already looked amazing.
Dude, Nanami, my God.
And like
Uh-huh.
like we made a note the other day, like Gary was getting super excited and he's like, dude, this fight's crazy. And we're just like, yeah,
Yep.
this is an entree or an
like an
appetizer.
appetizer.
It's an appetizer for what's come. He's like, what?
Dude, it really is.
Like,
yeah.
no, like everything like you guys have seen so far, that ain't shit.
Dude, apparently this is like a side fight.
Yeah.
I'd say
They
so.
were
Like, it's one that I was
why are they
looking.
going so crazy with these side
Side fights.
fights? Like, a side fight? What the fuck?
Yeah, dude.
This isn't the main thing.
Choso.
I get it, it's not, but like,
Yeah.
god damn, dude, that was crazy. Yuji is like on the edge, if not dead.
Choso versus
gone.
Yuji was like a fight that I remembered that happened in the manga, and I was like, oh yeah, no, that'll be cool to watch. That was my excitement level for it. It was
Not-
cool in the manga, but I was not expecting
No.
them to blow it out of the water like this.
That's how you must have felt with Nanami's scene
Bro,
too. That
same.
was
I didn't even
so
remember that
so
scene with Nanami.
Unnecessary.
They made
Okay.
him so big.
Like-
him up by his hair.
Okay, no, that's accurate. But those
Dropped him.
when he like comes down in a frame and those hard lines just come in, I'm like,
The man was chiseled.
Why?
I know.
Dude,
When he
Chisels
was
have chisels.
walking and strutting in, he was so like, he just looked so jacked. I was like, oh god, I wouldn't want to fight him.
Fuck no.
Dude, anime Twitter was going feral over this man.
Yeah.
Y'all some crazy
Y'all
motherfuckers.
some thirsty hoes.
Hey, I get it.
I
though.
get it.
I get it.
though.
Yeah, I know. I get it.
Look. One of my favorite characters. He's a fucking badass. I'm happy they
Mhm.
gave him that shine, bro.
He gets a lot more.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially
This is
from-
like a
yeah.
really good season for Nanami. I think they do him justice.
Yeah, same.
Fuck yeah. Oh, bro. Oh, man. He's back.
Papa Fushiguro!
Yeah, it's crazy. Look, we said spoiler warning at the start. It is insane what is going on right now.
That is a oh shit worst case scenario.
Dude, there's way too much happening.
There's so many worst case scenarios, bro. Gojo's gone.
Mhm.
Everything is getting worse.
Yeah.
Itadori is dying. Which means Sukuna's probably gonna come out.
Papa Fushiguro is coming back.
Yeah.
The one person that almost killed Gojo is here. Kind of just left to do whatever the fuck he wants now, really.
And like, let's be honest. What's the last time you saw Mount Fuji or bullshit Geto or Mahito?
Mahito.
Oh yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. That's right. They were going after Yuji.
I hate Mahito so much.
He's
He's one of my most hated anime characters.
Yeah.
I hate how cheerful he is after the atrocities he commits.
But like
that's game.
But that's him.
No, I know that's his character. I hate him, but like
side of humanity.
Yeah, but like no, he's written like really interesting.
Oh yeah.
Like to make me absolutely loathe a character, that still means that it's a good character. Just well written, but I'm supposed to hate you. I fucking hate this character.
Bro, Mekamaru's cool.
He was.
They did him justice,
awesome, bro.
Like,
Bro, that episode again, unnecessary.
Dude, it was insane. I was like,
the
what?
opening to the season.
Yes.
Wild. I was like, okay, cool. This feels like I'm watching a fucking actual mecha anime.
Yeah. It was
It's insane.
It was unnecessary. It really was.
You can tell they saved a lot of the budget for the second half because even the first half looked good.
It was good, but it was more stylized and kept simplified.
Yes.
Which works because it was a flashback. Yeah, it was different. So I think it stylizes it appropriately. This, though, it feels like just enhanced season 1 animation.
I told you, you guys had your vegetables. Now it's time for the meats and potatoes.
This is what like converted a lot of people to be like, yo, JJK
Currently-
is like up there.
Currently, y'all are just enjoying the potatoes right now, okay?
Yeah.
Oh man, I haven't even got to the meat.
You haven't even
Fuck.
tasted the meat
Are you
yet.
bracing yourself a second
Me?
time?
Fuck no.
You want that meat? You want that meat in your mouth?
I'm gonna be honest. No.
I'm good.
I'm good, bro. I could not watch the rest of the season if I'm being honest.
But you're
Well,
going
you read
to.
it.
Gonna. Yeah, no, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, Dead Mountain's Death Play is back with its second core.
That was fire.
It's
I haven't seen that one yet.
Oh.
super edgy.
Mm.
Essentially, there's a necromancer in a previous world, like a fantasy world, right? And he reincarnates himself on the brink of death into another world. And like he has necromancer abilities still, but there's not really magic. It's like the future. It's like way far in the future, like centuries and centuries, like eons later.
Oh, okay.
But it's like modern day Japan.
Mm-hmm.
But like he has necromancer abilities and comes across this building that like a lot of people kill themselves in.
Oh my
And
god.
like
Or like
Yakuza,
we'll dispose of bodies there and
Yeah.
like fucked up shit happens.
Yeah.
Right. So you know, there's not magic in that world, but he finds like he's able to take that energy and convert it into mana, have magic. Right. So like he kind of uses abilities, and then there's other people who also have abilities that are like kind of like urban legends come to life, essentially.
Yeah.
And like you're watching all of this culminate, but then like in this most recent or the second part of this core, it's like getting into kind of pulling those ancient days into the current time. Like now factions and stuff are popping up that like have knowledge that like tie back to the ancient days, and it's like, who the fuck are these people?
Well, I kind of like that.
So it's
You
getting
mentioning the
crazy.
no mana thing, it kind of reminded me of Devil's a Part-Timer when like he comes
kinda.
in and he like can't use his magic, but he can create instances where he can like kind of use his magic.
Around when he's like surrounded like around like fear,
Despair, all that
despair.
stuff. Yeah.
Kind of
That's
like
pretty.
that.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's very edgy.
Mhm.
But it's just a fun watch. Like it doesn't take itself too seriously either. It's just fun. But you know, that's what I got in terms of like what I'm really gonna be watching first for returning anime.
Mhm.
And then the stuff that's new this season, there's this anime Shangri-La Frontier. It's kind of like, I mean, I say soft isekai anytime it's a video game. It's like, oh, I'm this character with the outside life separate from the game. Now I play this video game. It's more about no, this is a different one.
Oh, what?
This is the one with the dude with the chicken head.
Oh,
That one.
That one, okay.
So this one goes a little bit harder. It's more like we're scrapping, we're fighting. There's high intensity fights, like swift movement, all that, right? Animation's kind of really good. But essentially, the main character in the real world, he just loves playing trash games. Like games that have so many issues, like people can't really beat it. Like they give up and they're like, this game's bullshit. This is trash.
Sounds like a Destiny player.
And he turns around and he's like, I beat the game. You know, this was a real challenge, right? And then like after playing all these trash games, like the local game owner or like game shop owner, she convinces him to play like a modern day, like brand new, breaking the market, like this is a game to play, best of the best, like a god of games essentially, right? It's like a MMO RPG VR style game.
Okay.
Right, so he's like completely immersed in it, and like you can pick different classes. There's all different things you could do.
Sounds like Sword Art to a certain degree.
Yeah, kind of. But there's like, it's crazy. Like the world kind of has like very unique scenarios that can only happen in like specific moments. Like you're lucky if you come across one.
Oh, okay.
Right, and it'll like lead to a whole like unique quest line.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. It's pretty dope. I find the concept of the game really interesting that it's playing.
Yeah, I mean, if you're like the video game style, is it still considered isekai or?
I consider it like a soft isekai. Like it's not an isekai in the sense that they're reincarnated to a new world.
So would you say like if you like Sword Art and like Overlord type of anime, kind of like that? Because I know Overlord's also like a video game isekai.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, wanted to check out.
Except that guy got fully immersed, like in.
He couldn't get out. Yeah.
Yeah, no, there was no hope.
I mean, that hasn't happened yet, but I wouldn't say that.
Never know.
Fair.
Yeah.
But this would be like similar to like if he like if Sword Art Online didn't have that fucking shit at the beginning,
there would be something like this.
Yeah.
Kind of like the second one. The when they were like fairies and shit, elves. They could go back in and out, right? Yeah. Aincrad?
Yeah, kind of like that.
Which one's Gun Gale?
Oh, better.
Don't ask.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
Okay.
This episode of the podcast is brought to you by G Fuel. Now, I love G Fuel. I use it pretty much every day. Gets me through the day at work. It's instead of drinking coffee, I drink that. You know, when I get home, I'm tired. I'm trying to game with the boys. I get some G Fuel.
Right, and if you click our link in the description, you can get 10% off of your order. And if you make sure to use our code Spoiler Warning, you can get an additional 10% off of your order. So make sure to click that link, use our code, and enjoy these brand new flavors from G Fuel like Dragon Ball Z, Attack on Titan, and Naruto Sage Mode. Thanks again to G Fuel for sponsoring this episode.
There's another one that's like a soft isekai where he's playing. It's a dude playing a game, but it's called a playthrough of a certain dude's VR MMO life, right? I know, Martine. That's why I put the whole title there.
Because you know it gets to me. Fair. All right.
No, so it's like you don't even see the guy's face. You don't know shit about him other than he's got a full-time job. Gaming is his hobby, and he's got 2 to 3 hours a day to play. He starts this game, and it's like a brand new VR MMO, right? So when he starts up on the server, like all these people are brand new to the game, right? Like it just came out of beta. But he's been reading about it. He was waiting to play. So like he starts it up and he picks everything anti-meta, right? So everything that was determined to be trash in the meta, like for the beta, he picks up.
Okay.
And he like figures out how to make it work, right? And just to up the difficulty for himself. He's just doing his own thing, right? So he's like, oh, well, if I want to, like he picks a bow because bows suck. Right? He's like, oh, well, I got to learn how to make a better bow. And it's like, well, shit, got to make arrows. But if I need arrows with points and like specific tips, I got to learn how to become a blacksmith. So he like goes through all these different steps and processes, and like it's like essentially the game is like, oh, you have another life in a fantasy world where anything is possible.
Okay.
But it's cool because like, some episodes they'll introduce new elements to the game with an update, and it's like it affects the live game itself. Right,
like
so
there's an actual live update. That's funny.
Yeah, so there's a point where like they update the inventory system for the NPC shops, and they run out of inventory, and now people have to like actually learn how to craft different equipment, start trading with each other, like an in-game market, forums, and like different. I don't know the way the world.
Economy.
Yeah, they did. The way the world is actively affected and changed by like the
It gets like built basically.
Yeah, it's really
gotcha,
cool.
gotcha. I see where you're going.
And so it's just interesting. It's like fascinating to watch. It's just interesting.
Okay, cool. I'll let Sam know about that one. He might actually be interested in both of those. Actually, I think he likes the video game isekais. I think. I'll ask him.
We'll see. Question for later.
Daigo the Firefighter in Orange. Watch this. It is basically a firefighter anime, but a sports anime.
You can't be upset at us for looking at
you know how in Blue Lock they had like their training and they got to do like team building stuff here and there. Mm-hmm. It was like the conflict, but then they go into the game. It's like, okay, take all of that, but it's not a game. It's a actual life and death situation and a survival rescue.
Oh, I'm sold. Never mind.
Like rather than a sports anime, the sport, quote unquote, sport is being a firefighter, like being a rescue worker.
Like a legit one, not some Fire Force shit.
No, dude. They show like
they fight fires.
They show in the first episode they're like going through like actual rescue technique training, and they introduce a character and it's like, oh, you know, I had to go through these tests and pass this, and I was in this percentage, and then I was able to move to this test, and like they show like, I mean, I'm pretty sure Japan takes that shit really serious because that's how it came off. Like
okay.
If you work in disaster relief and rescue work, they take it really serious. In the show they have like a straight up training grounds where they have like an active building to burn.
Oh yeah. That's actually pretty common.
Fire on the inside.
Oh, cool.
And like they show how they take the different teams through there and like the positions.
So it's accurate, is what you're saying. It's like very.
I feel like it would be. Then you would be the judge.
All right.
So he can update you on that.
Give us the play-by-play.
Firefighter in Orange.
That actually would be fucking funny as shit to do. Like I'll watch it and then just pause it and be like, you see that? That's hilarious. Like, you know how those the video games, but then they'll have like a real life Navy SEAL come in and
I love the ones where it's like maybe like gun experts like reacting to guns in video games and stuff. There was one that did that for Destiny, and they're like, God, what the fuck? How does that even work? But like, I get it. I get the idea. It's kind of cool seeing real life experts put their thoughts into like video game, I guess ideas.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
they do the same thing with the firefighters. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So you can do with that what you will, but watch the show. It's really good. The 4th episode came out yesterday. Fire.
Nice.
Man, when you brought it up, I was wondering when the fuck are we getting season 3 for Fire Force? I've been waiting. I want to watch it. Damn. I'm getting impatient.
There's this anime about 2 twins who are living as a single person.
Oh, you mentioned
it's called Migi and Dolly, and it is weird, but fascinating. Like I am watching it. The way I put it to Martinez is like I'm watching this like watching a creature I've never seen before, like something they just discovered, and we're all seeing it for the first time. Like it's just so fascinating.
Like going to a zoo and just seeing something like in its habitat and be like, what the fuck is this?
The show or the person?
Both.
And the kids are
how weird
and we're low key like we're getting some kind of like trickle truth information about these children and like their history and their past and like why they are the way they are. But like there's a lot of mystery, right? I'm pretty sure the main objective right now is to find their mother's killer because their mother was murdered. And it literally shows them like take her body and go bury it with their own bare hands.
Oh my God.
And their children, they put her in their wagon. It's a crazy, it's really, really weird.
That sounds like weird, but
it's like good weird.
Yeah.
Like it's also funny.
Weird. Okay, yeah, that's like a curveball.
They do a good job with it.
Yeah, in like the first episode, they like because they're adopted by like a rather old couple, and like
well off.
Yeah, who's well off, and like the dad, he like really he's I guess is he kind of like a low key tsundere?
Kind of feel like he is.
Yeah, he tries to act like the man of the house, and like that, but like on the low key, he's just like I've always just wanted to have my son on my shoulders and I lift him up like a piggyback,
Oh, okay.
But he can't because he's old.
Yeah.
And the kids are a little bit bigger. So they comprised like a whole plan of like using, like they cover his eyes so that they wouldn't notice. They tied a rope around him, threw it over a branch, and then the other one's over there literally waiting so that when like the other one on the shoulders, like they can like counterweight him and pull him up. So the old man gets the illusion that,
wow.
thanks. Yeah.
Dude, they'll like go out of their way to like really please their parents.
Yeah.
Like they'll do the impossible
Yeah.
to make stuff happen. Just to make their parents happy. But it's like, it's more of a mission. It's not an emotional thing yet, I don't think. And that's what I'm curious to see is like, are they gonna want to try to be a family?
Yeah, that sounds like an
What's
interesting
gonna happen
concept.
if they find out? Because it is really suspenseful too. These kids are super smart.
Super, super smart.
Watch it.
I'm curious.
It's weird. I mean, like one of the dudes' name is Dali, and like that's a famous artist who made some weird art. So like, let's be real. I was expecting it to be weird.
Okay, fair.
Paradox Live, the animation. Low-key animation took me a second to get used to. Same with the next one. But it's pretty good. It's about like rappers, but like they have like they discovered this metal in that world that like reacts with the person's emotions and like their sensations and feelings and stuff, and like it can generate images. Right?
Like a Green Lantern ring.
I mean, kinda, I guess, but like it doesn't like project off. Like it'll project like illusions.
So like Uta.
I guess.
Okay.
I guess like you know how the dude from Kami Kogurabashi or whatever.
Kagurabati.
Oh yeah.
You know how he pulls out the fish and like the fish is there. Like imagine that, but like it's an illusion and it's a concert and they just like have fish in there as like an illusion thing to like add to the atmosphere and the party.
Whoa. Okay, that's kind of cool.
And they're like low key, kind of like an idol group. And there's this place called Paradox Live, and there's like these top performers. And like 15 years ago, that place just disappeared, and so did those performers.
Oh shit!
And it just randomly just popped back up after people receive an invitation to go there for like a pretty much battle of the bands.
Okay.
It's pretty interesting.
It sounds interesting as fuck.
You like music, live shows, stuff like that. Seems like it'd be up your alley.
It's interesting seeing like, I'm not gonna lie, the music wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It was like low key, kind of like K-pop music.
Oh, okay. Cool. So it's modern stuff. Nice.
Yeah. A little bit singing, a little bit of rapping. It's like a group. I don't know. It's pretty good.
Okay.
So, I watched the first few episodes. There's like 3 out right now, but like the animation might take you a little bit. I'd say more so on this next one. It's called Kami Irabi God App.
Sometimes I feel like they just like get names for shows out of like a name generator.
AI,
you know,
hey, name
this for me.
Yeah.
Quick, give me 4 words.
And talking to somebody on a bus, they just say
bus.
something like, okay, there we go. Hearing random shit.
Started thinking about why I think
Apple Bus Rider. Let's go.
Apple Bus Rider. Oh man.
Apple Bus Rider.
Somebody write that down.
Anyways, Kami Irabi.
Okay, so essentially it's about this kid who becomes a god candidate, right? But like his phone randomly one day is like, you have been chosen.
Okay.
Lit.
Right? And there's this
That's how it
girl.
happens.
I'd see that. I'd be like finally.
Like social media is prevalent. There's this girl that's like, hey, you know, like how do I do this? Like I'm having trouble converting this and being able to post it. Like I know you're on social media, so he helps her out, right? And he kind of does have a thing for her, right? They exchange info. So he's like, all right, I got my in,
Yeah.
right? And then he goes home and he has that whole experience of like, you have been chosen, right? It's like state your wish. And he's kind of a trashy kid. He's like, I guess, fool around with that girl or something, right? And it's like the next day the situation happens, but like reality itself distorted to make those events happen. So like a hospital that always been there, is no longer there. Yeah.
Whoa.
That sounds kind of wild, actually.
It's crazy, bro. And they throw so many twists at you in that first episode.
Yeah.
Oh, I might have to watch this right away. This sounds really...
Again, the animation is a little jarring at first.
That's fine.
By the end of that first episode, you'll be like, okay, I see what they're doing with this. They use it well. But at first, it's like, it's a jarring. Don't let that put you off.
Okay.
Still give it a shot. Just watch that full first episode.
Okay.
Yeah, that one sounded already interesting just from that short little description. And then lastly, we have Shy.
And that's what it's called. It's called Shy. And that is, literally, it's about a girl. Okay, so she's in middle school, but she's like a hero, right? In that world, there are heroes. Like, they have abilities and stuff.
Like My Hero style heroes?
Not necessarily. Like, society isn't necessarily as accepting of them.
Okay.
They're not like sponsored and stuff.
Okay, so like Marvel.
Kinda, yeah. Like, there's a point where like the main character herself fails to rescue somebody and they die or they get injured in the process, and like people are on the news saying like they need to take responsibility and pay for stuff like this. Like, if they fail a rescue attempt, it's on them. They made the rescue attempt.
So The Incredible.
Kinda,
yeah,
more like that, but like not as like they
Not 30
are
years after
vigilantes.
they made it. Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's like they're still accepted somewhat, but people aren't.
They're just
very happy
more
with
held
them.
accountable.
Yeah, they're more
So like
looking
the Civil
at it
War
like,
era
what's
of
the
like
point?
Marvel. Like, remember in the
Yes,
movies when they
yeah.
made the whole like, what were they called? The
Soviet Accords.
Soviet Accords, yeah. Or
Like how the whole
Kinda, yeah, but they like society is more like, I don't see the point of having heroes,
Gotcha.
right?
Okay.
But they're trying to like show like we do kind of have a place in society. We help a lot.
Yeah.
Right. Well, the main hero that we're following is a middle schooler, and her hero name is Shy because she is straight up shy,
Okay.
and she is Japan's hero. And like low key, the contrast between like her as a character when she is like put in the spotlight, just like as the person she is, as Shy, like you watch her fall to pieces. Like, she's a nervous wreck. It's crazy, right? But then when something's happening and it's like it's time to be your hero, she's ready. She's straight for it. Like, she runs all the risks. She wants all the smoke. It's good. It's good. I enjoyed it.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay. Interesting.
I can get behind that.
Alrighty.
It's like an underdog hero to root for.
Yeah.
I do have a quick question because I know this. I think this came out recently, and I know you watched it. So I'm assuming you didn't like it. Did you watch that Formula One anime?
I did. Overtake.
Oh, Hayden was talking to me about that. He was curious about checking it out.
It's been getting a lot of people into Formula One, in fact. But
okay, so the episodes, they explain it. Like, they give you the full breakdown of like how Formula One works, how easy it is to get into it. Like, there's people who are hobbyists, there's people who are like, oh, it was always my dream to race in a race. So I'm rich as fuck. Let me just sponsor myself. You know? Formula
One racing
is like,
okay.
Cars.
You remember in Iron Man 2? You remember when they go to Italy and
the dude attacks
Tony's
him
like,
with the
"What's the
whip."
point of owning a car and not driving it?" That car.
okay, but that car, that's a Formula
Formula
One. Okay, they're racing Formula 4. Right?
Oh, okay.
They're
okay.
racing Formula 4 cars. And like the main character that you get introduced to at the start, like your outside perspective is like, it's a photographer. He's like got depression or some shit. Like, he doesn't know how to try his best at anything.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just barely scraping by. But he falls in love with this kid's racing, right? And the whole idea of racing in Formula One. And it's called Overtake because, you know, that moment where he falls in love with his racing is when he kicks it into high gear and like, overtakes them.
Oh.
Right.
Okay.
I can see why you would enjoy it, right? Like, I'm not gonna knock it, right? Like, I tried it. It was somewhat enjoyable, but it's just not necessarily for me.
Okay. I like cars. I like going fast and shit.
I mean, me too. I get it, but it's different watching, I guess.
You might just have to watch it for yourself and
Okay.
see. Like, it might have something.
I enjoyed Tenacious D.
I was raised redneck, so I mean, I watched a lot of NASCAR.
Gotcha.
Same.
We're making a left turn. Sorry.
There was also one more anime also that I think is coming out that has been coming out, but I wanted to go check it out. I just haven't yet. Undead Unluck. Have y'all been heard of it?
Undead Unluck.
I think
it is out.
Yeah, I've heard that like it was a big-ish manga or bigger, I guess.
Yeah.
It had a following for sure, and the plot seemed interesting, but I haven't seen too many people talk about it. Granted, I think all people are talking about recently is JJK, so
I don't blame them.
Yeah. Like, dude, this fall season, honestly, I feel bad for any anime that came back this season because they had to compete with the Shibuya incident.
Okay, quick question.
What?
I just want to see if you still stand by a statement.
Mm-hmm.
Was it a good idea that JJK took that break for that core when they did? Do you believe even what is being produced, it would have been overshadowed by Gear 5th?
Yeah, I do, actually. I think it was still a smart idea for them to, like, just wait it out. I don't know if that was intentional.
No.
Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. But it worked out perfectly. I really think they needed to let Gear 5 do its thing, and by the time it started wrapping up, that's when we started,
all this new season. Yeah.
And, like, the good thing is Shibuya, it takes a second for it to get to, like, the actual interesting. Like, right now, we're getting to, like, the interesting shit and the stuff that is going to be like, oh, fuck. I would want all the attention on this one. I don't want to have to be, like, focusing on Gear 5 and this at the same time. I don't think I could handle it, really.
Sensory overload. A
little bit, yeah.
Play both clips next to each other.
You can be crying and laughing at the same time.
Yeah. I'm really happy and whenever Yuji was fighting that guy, Choso,
yeah,
that they flash back to his brother's work. So it's like, who the fuck are his brothers? Like, who is this guy? And then they did the flashback. I was like, oh, those guys.
Yeah, did you see that little memory thing that he had?
Okay, that's what I wanted to talk about.
Yeah,
bro, there's no way he doesn't have like some kind of special memory power.
Who?
Like that Yuji, because he pulled it on Todo. Now he's pulling it on him.
That's okay.
That or it's Sukuna doing some shit, but I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Why would he?
Take it away, man. That's all you.
You want me to be honest with you, bro?
Don't spoil nothing.
I'm not going to spoil shit, to be honest. That shit still hasn't been confirmed. I can't give you an answer because I don't even fucking know. There are so many speculations as to what his actual curse technique is. And I will tell you, though, Yuji is built fucking different.
I mean, that was clear whenever you saw him hit that barrier.
Yeah.
I mean, even from the beginning, season 1, Yuji was a monster. He was so strong.
Right.
Yeah.
So like, there's a lot of stuff to take into account to really help narrow down what possibly could his curse technique be.
Yuji's or?
Yuji's. Because I'm going to be honest, I don't think, like, okay, what hit the whole fucking Todo thing, I think that was just a pure imagination of fucking of Todo's mind.
I think so too.
100%. What Chozo saw, that has an explanation. I'm just not going to give it.
I've been spoiled for it, but I can confirm. And it is actually one of the things that I did tell Sam about. Like, he had to know. He's like, tell me right now. I need to know. Like, just spoil it for me. I was like, all right.
I guess we'll find out.
Oh, yeah, you will.
That's wild.
Like, you got to remember, like, their whole family's, like, thing is blood. And so, like, when his blood mixed in with Yuji's,
there was some weird shit that happened.
And, like, he's now kind of realizing something.
But I was right to question his lineage.
So the thing is, like, I wouldn't
yes,
hyperfixate on this because I think it's just meant to be as like a, hey, just remember that this happened. We'll touch back on this later. This season is not about that.
If I'm going to be completely honest with you.
I figure it's not about that specific.
But I like the way they did it in the anime because they drew a lot of attention to it because it is a big plot point. So it's just something like, it kind of did like an Attack on Titan thing where like, hey, this is some weird shit that you're just like, what the fuck is going on? And you don't touch back on it for another season or two.
Honestly, no. I was literally about to say that. I promise y'all though, you'll get your answer next season.
Yeah.
And That's how it's gonna be with the brain boy, right?
The
Ghetto.
thing. Yeah, the thing that's inside the brain.
He
Ghetto?
has like one more appearance this season, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
I don't remember.
Really?
In a minute.
Oh.
I want to try to forget some
Okay,
stuff.
no. I'm glad that you forgot this then. Since, it is the spooky season, like by the time you guys are listening to this, Halloween was just yesterday, hopefully. And so we want to just kind of throw out some like spooky recommendations just to kind of, help keep you in the feel until fucking Thanksgiving comes and then it's Christmas.
Before Thanksgiving is Christmas.
Jujutsu Kaisen should automatically be on that fucking list.
Yeah, definitely.
Same with Soul Eater.
Soul Eater 2. That's an amazing one.
It's got the aesthetic. It's got
That's my
like,
favorite
that vibe
one.
and
Yeah, out of like this list, I think this is definitely a good one.
Hey, babe. Tokyo Ghoul? You think it'll be a good one? Just the first season? Okay.
As every person that's seen Tokyo Ghoul has said, yeah, just the first season.
Okay, I kind of thought this was like spooky because it is eerie and like the shit that goes down on it is fucking creepy. Madoka Magica?
I could definitely. I mean, there's a witch in it.
I'm okay.
There's
like
witches.
Funny Lord?
Madoka Magica is a
Spooky kind of
spooky Halloween.
What? Bro, are you going
Overruled.
to tell me that when those witches show up, that shit's not fucking kind of intense?
Overruled.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
Thriller Bark,
Thriller
Yeah,
Bark is
of
a
course.
great spooky arc.
The Halloween arc.
the Halloween arc.
Yeah.
Bleach.
It's long as fuck, but
I mean,
out of the three, it has the most spooky themes.
Ooh, Jun Ito's collection.
ooh.
Wakamoto specific.
Let's see. Okay, that's what I was gonna say.
Wakamundo
Wakamundo.
specifically.
Wakamundo. That's okay. Thank you. Thank you. What the shit? Hold on. I'll give this to Gary. Have you seen this?
No.
Oh.
That looks creepy.
What
though.
is it? Meruku-chan? That looks fucking spooky. I also said summertime rendering. I think it's spooky.
Watch that.
Dude,
I
you
think
really
it's pretty spooky.
should.
It's so fucking good.
It's very intense.
Perfect little. It's the perfect little anime to go full circle with some shit.
It has like a good ending.
High School
Yes.
DxD. Zombies.
No, not high school.
No,
High school.
that's
of
High School
Dead.
of the Dead.
High School of the Dead.
Perfect.
Yeah,
fucking pick that.
zombies.
Fucking Zom 100. Fucking
Zombies.
zombies.
Well, that's less like
Yeah, it's a little cheerful.
less Halloween zombie, more like
Yeah, you're right.
NPC zombie.
Chainsaw Man?
That's a little hardcore. Fair.
Yeah, how many
Parasite?
costumes? Oh, Parasite. I haven't seen it, but yes. Just from like what I know.
Death Note?
What about?
Nah, I wouldn't say Death Note.
What about like murder mystery? Like that
Oh,
makes sense. Or like there's a killer
Erased.
and they're after people and actively killing them. You know, like
Oh,
like
actually,
Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
That would be.
Yeah,
Then I would say
Something like
Erased
that.
for it because it does have like
Huh?
bloods.
I
Blood
guess
Sea.
Blood Sea.
Jesus Christ, I'm still scarred from that one.
I'm still surprised you've seen that.
It's just, I happened to come over randomly. She was watching it. We were just hanging out, and then we
You
just
saw
watched
people
it.
putting bunnies
Oh,
putting people in a
bunnies.
blender.
Those bunnies. Oh my
Devilman
god.
Crybaby?
Oh yeah, that one would be a great one, but don't watch it with children.
Yeah, don't do that.
You
No.
will traumatize them.
Yeah,
Because in
100%.
the first episode, you will see so many people die.
And a lot of titties.
And a lot of titties.
I don't know how to
You'll
feel.
straight up see sex.
Huh?
You'll straight up see sex.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you're not going to see it penetrating, but, like, you see the act.
Okay.
It's what did they go to? A seance? No, not a seance. Like essentially like a Sabbath.
A Sabbath.
Yeah. To like they just do sinful fucking things.
Lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Love
Brings
it.
forth the demons.
Great.
Yeah.
They're really solid.
Oh, don't worry. You know how that ends? Everybody dies by God's wrath.
Dude, it's so crazy. It's such a crazy show.
It's a fucking crazy show. You should watch it because it's an easy eat. Like you can burn through it, but I'm not gonna lie. You're gonna call us later and be like, "What the fuck?"
Probably. But
Don't get
Yeah,
it.
like
just
curiosity is winning me right now. So.
Just be ready to feel a little nauseous a couple times.
All right.
Uh huh.
What about Zom 100?
I said that one.
Oh,
It
you
was,
did
yeah.
Hell's Paradise.
Ooh.
That's not bad, actually.
That's not bad.
I'd
Pretty
say.
mysterious.
Yeah. More so than Chainsaw Man, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, Ishizoku reviewers.
Oh my god.
No, I'm just kidding. Monster Matsume. Different creatures. Halloween.
Okay, fair. Do you know what he pitched on that last one?
No, I don't know that one.
You got to go to a special website for it.
Oh, one of those.
No, it's not hentai. It's almost hentai.
It's one of those almost. Isn't never mind. There was another one that I had on here. Promise Neverland season 1.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that is a really good one.
That one has a creepy feel to it that I think fits the mood.
Man, why didn't we just recommend like horror anime?
I haven't seen too many horror.
I haven't either.
I really only seen the most is like creepy or gory, not horror.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. We'll be more prepared next year.
Do you know any horror? No, not so much. Well, yeah, that's what we got for you guys this year. Make sure you guys tune in for next year. Hopefully, we'll still be going.
We'll try to have more options.
yeah. But that's what we got for now. We'll watch more anime. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Man, I appreciate you guys all for tuning in. Hope you guys all had a happy Halloween. Hope you guys were all safe. Make sure to check your candy.
Yeah, make sure to check your candy.
Mm-hmm. Granted, like, I assume most of the people that are listening to this don't go trick-or-treating.
Check your candy before you hand it out.
Check your kids' candy. There we go. God, we're fucking old. And appreciate you guys for listening. Alchemist out.
Alchemist out.